I think we're in the right stream. I'm finding out that I need to create a new stream key because I used an instant stream many months ago, and it used my default stream key. And now when I go to use it and I go to go live on this stream, it wants to create a whole new stream. It's really annoying. So I'm going to have to figure this out. But hopefully I'm on the one that I have been promoting all day regarding this guitar. I hope that's the one you can see me on. Yeah, it's Bobby's. That's Bobby's. It's a let's go to Slime Cam. There you go. You got your Duncans, you got your Floyd, your Maple. Doo-doo. Slime green is the color. What's up, Gary? What's up, Chris? Peter Dunbar. What's up, buddy? How have you been? I'm good to see you, man. Michael, Ghost Rider, Cameron, Coop the Coopster. What's up, buddy? I knew this would bring you out. I set a trap. Coop trap. It's true. What's up, Terry? What's up, Came from the Moon? Guitar Fret Zone. That is the owner of this guitar. Guitar Fret Zone. For in-depth videos on this guitar, check out his channel. What's up, Jeff E., Peter Dixon, John Banks, Ben Coombs, Cowtown Customs, Johnny R., Terry Himes, Bill France, Jeff E. Green Meanie says, his is in due soon. Oh, nice. Good. Awesome. What's up, Richard? 3-Card Monty, Ron Padgett, Ian Nunes, Pete Brown, Terry Himes, Richard Cardinale. Doing well, man. Same as 5. Yeah, same here. I'm just cruising to getting to vaccinated and moving on. We're like the Pats. We're ready to move on. What's up, Brian Spilstead? 3-Card Monty. Strat Tom. John Doe. Triziano. In Italy. In Italia. Ciao. Gospel of Mark. I see Trolls is here. J Beebs. I see Tim Doog. Yeah, we got the regular crowd here. Look at this. Yeah, it reminds you of the Green Meanie. This is what I call the Green Meanie, parentheses, no royalties. Right? Like, where, you moved on Ibanez, and that was an iconic guitar. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Steve Vai had a guitar that looked very similar to this back in the 90s, right around the time he was with Roth, right? I'm going to say 86. Isn't that about right? That's when the Green Meanie, and it was kind of decorated, but that was the base of it. White pick guard. I think it was a double, single, double, and it was the green color. I mean, that's pretty much the guitar. I want to say 86, right? What's up, Ronnie? COVID is a hoax. Yeah, tell that to my friend I went to grade school with. He's in the ground. Give you one guess what killed him. I know a few people dead from COVID. Yeah, 86, right? 86-ish. Charvel's the best brand for quality to cost ratio. It's really nice, and I will say that the neck on this, I don't know what they're doing for a treatment, but it's pretty much that same softness that I get with like a roasted maple neck. The one thing I like about the roasted maple is they're so soft. This has that similar softness. I don't know how they do it. It's got to be a a final sanding technique or maybe their final top coat, whatever they're doing. But it's a soft feel, and it's flat on the back. Jesus, you didn't hear that, Bobby. It's flat on the back, right? It's much flatter, not so nearly as round as say like the other Charvel I have, the San Dimas with the flame top. Damn, I had COVID. COVID, didn't even know it. No symptoms at all. Yeah, I think that is a thing because you see the reviews on Yankee Candle. I'm never buying your candles again. This candle had absolutely no scent at all. Like, or for food, right? There's like food reviews. The food had absolutely no flavor. We couldn't taste the thing. Go on. Right? So they have some symptoms, but they don't really, they're not sick, right? What's up, Adam? Welcome back. Yeah, $9.99. I think I actually have it. I was looking it up right before we got here. Right there. Designed to inspire, and with 4 decades of experience, the Charvel Pro Mod SoCal Style 1 HSH FR. Where'd you get that name from? Ibanez? I mean, it's practically an Ibanez with a name like that. Is a slick performer with modern features and versatile sound every guitarist will appreciate. Born from a love of high-speed playing. It's the Speed Neck. This high-octane axe is packed with classic playability and innovative design elements that have made Charvel a legendary name in performance. Yeah. So when you see it's got the graphite reinforcements. It's got the hand-rubbed stained satin urethane, not stained satin, and then Speed Neck, whatever the hell that is. Robert Baker. Now there's trouble. All right. How do I feel about Les Pauls with 50s necks? I don't know. It's just kind of like that. Look what I had at the ready. What? Yeah. They're cool. They're pretty cool. Oh, Landon. He's another one. He's in here starting trouble. All right, hold on. Back to main cam. Floyd 1000, I think so. Yeah, right there. Right there, Floyd Rose 1000. Brass tremolo block. That's pretty much it. So, Bobby, are these 9s? I'm taking it that these are 9s. You didn't switch up to 10s. They feel like 9s. Oop. Hello. They say Speed Neck on all guitars, but there's a definite distinction between the DKs, the SoCal, and the San Dimas. I think this feels more like a D-shape, Cam. And like I want to say that my other Charvel, you know, the one with the black burst there, like with the flame top black burst there, I want to say that that's a rounder. Doesn't feel quite as flat on the back as this. This definitely feels more D-shaped than C-shaped, but I don't know. Yeah, THU. Where's the SG? We are working on it. Hello. Hey, what's up, Brown fans? Hello, Cleveland. You have 9s on there. Okay. Yeah, the SG is still a work in progress. Some back order. So I'm trying to, what happened to your mic? Well, I was having a little issue with this, and I had tried this the other day, and it seemed to work. Is it working, or is it not working? I could try to switch back to that other one, but I swear, I think it picks up more background noise. So maybe it's a good thing. Not a good thing. Sometimes I think this mic just picks up more voice without picking up the guitar quite as much, you know. I can hear it back there, but not quite as bad as I think with the mixer and the condenser mic. The condenser mic has just been a little wonky lately, so I switched up to this one for something recently, and then it's just there at the ready. So, hey, what's up, 10 Solo? Yeah, now you want a Charvel guitar, right? Yeah, I know, right? Good for St. Patrick's Day. That's easily an Irish green, no problem. You know, that's right in the zone for it. Not too dark, not too light. If you one shamrock on here, and you're instantly ready for the parade. Sounds good, yeah. Irish Spring Grain. How's the fretwork on the Mexican made? Pretty good. You know, we're in the driest part, so I feel a little sprout on the very, very high end, but give it a few weeks and that'll be gone because it's going to get a lot more moist around here real soon. All right, we're at sort of our peak dryness is really like March and April because the warmer, right, it's still dry, but it's just getting warmer out, so relative humidity is pretty low. But that's all going to change soon, and it's going to get humid around here to the point of misery. Uh-oh. I'm getting ringly ding-dings. Oh, no. I better put this on mute. Oh, God. This is a series of texts from Robert Baker. The first text is get. The second text is the. The third text is Les Paul. And the last text is or else. I think that's a threat. Oh no. He might be memeing me now. He's giving me the just want to make sure nothing is out there that gives away anything. He's giving me the or else. He's telling me to buy the Les Paul. Yeah, maybe. Bobby was saying the same thing earlier. I was showing it to him, and he was like, not going to lie. That's looking pretty good. And it's just a little something to hold me over. You know, it's just a holdover, you know, until I get the SG. You know, I'm sort of like I'm in a bit of a trapezoid hole right now, you know, a lack of trapezoids. And, you know, I mean, it's on its way. It's going to get here at some point. But, you know, right now, there's a void, a big trapezoid void, a trapevoid. And to get around that, you know, this would fill that need. Plus, I just got all that government cheese. That sweet, sweet cheese. So, you know, I think the thing to do with that is to spend it. stupidly. Exactly. That's why I won't give you my knife. Exactly, Ben Combs. I regret giving it to him. Jesus. Havlick Green. Nice. What's up, metalhead? You. So some guitars. I've been thinking about that, and I've been starting to go over the list. I got some. See, some of them in a state of disrepair, and some of them are just low-cost guitars, and so I'm not expecting a lot of money for them. I mean, I don't know. And quite frankly, some of them I don't even want to get rid of. So, but some have to go. I agree at some point. Like this Charvel, probably dump this off before the end of the weekend. You know, quick 500. Green Meanie was actually Grover Jackson's personal guitar. It was a Cherry Burst. I borrowed it for a tour, painted it green. Duh. Bye. And never returned it. He's like, yeah, nice sunburst. And now it's green. Waiting for your axe, brother. Nice. What was that blue piece of ice strapped to the upper bout of the Green Meanie? A strip of foam rubber. Was it that, or was it a piece of like gaffing tape, like in reverse, like a pick holder? That was pretty common, right? You take a piece of tape and put it on, make a reverse loop, and stick it to the horn of the guitar. You know, and then you'd be able to, you know, stick a bunch of picks there and whip them out to people. And for that matter, they do it on the mic, right? She's not sounding bad, huh? Just sold one, getting ready to sell one of your Les Pauls. I'm going to guess it's the custom. It's the one you play the least. I'm using a THU, and I'm using a it's like a Marshall copy, but it has like a fake Yngwie Malmsteen preamp in front of it. So it cleans up pretty good. And then guess. How much for the Harley? Well, the Harley is so cheap, I might just give that to charity. It clears out the space, and it's better than trying to sell 100. I mean, that guitar literally sells brand new for $159. And what am I going to try and sell for $100? I'd rather give it to a local charity. I know that the school would definitely take it just to have a guitar on hand, you know. And it's a gold top, so it doesn't look. It's not like some crazy stupid guitar that you can't play at like a jazz show. And it's not. It doesn't say Gibson or anything. It says Harley Benton. So it's all kosher. He's talking the top of the guitar was a foam padding. Yeah. Oh my God. So the Custom's leaving and the Firebird is moving in. I was looking at Firebirds recently. I almost bought a Firebird. A black one. It had the binding on the neck and everything. And I think it had the regular tuners instead of the banjo style. So it wasn't 100%, like the Firebird, but it was good. It was, I don't know what they call that. The Firebird, is it the 5, the V? Is it the 5 they call it? I forget now. But it was an ebony. It looked nice. I was like, oh, that's nice. The other one I like in the Firebird is the Pelham Blue. That's a hell of a color on a Firebird. It looks really, really good. Yeah, it's nice. Jack got mad and turned into the Hulk. Exactly. You wouldn't like it when it's angry. I still have the fake EV8 Stealth. I do, but it's in a bit of a state of disarray. I don't have a bridge on it. And I have a bridge for it, but then I was thinking about using that bridge for another project. And I'm glad I held off because I actually might use it on the Frankie because it's like the best Floyd Rose I have here, even though it's black and not chrome. It's still the best Floyd Rose I have here, without a doubt. It's light years beyond any other one I have. So I could just use that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I tried out my hand at crowning and rolling frets on it, and they came out actually pretty awesome. I was really happy with the way the frets turned out with the rolling and sort of the sphering at the end, and then polish them. They look pretty damn good. And if I screwed it up, I wouldn't be too worried. What's up, Zach? Hemi Green. Nice. Nice call on the Hemi. Yeah. Triple pickup. That's double. That's a little mini guitar. And that's a big old hollow body. Hollow body. Hollow body. Jesus Christ, can I talk? And then, that's it. Terry O'Reilly Green. The greatest of all time. Terry O'Reilly. Hey, Landon, you ever get anything from the Stratosphere? I made a few parts caches with stuff from them. Just realized they aren't too far from you. Yeah, they're up in New Hampshire. Or as we like to say, New Hamster. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Hello. This message is to confirm that I have been pre-registered for an appointment at one of the Commonwealth's 7 mass vaccination locations. Booyah! Nice. They're like, we don't have an appointment yet, but we'll let you know. But We're going through to the other side. Nice. Can't wait. Yeah, both my parents are. And Bobby was saying he was able to squeeze one in. And another buddy of mine got it because he brought his mother to the appointment, and when they found out that he lived with her alone, they're like, we can put you in too. So when she came for her second, he got his first, and then he just went and got his second. So we're getting there. I just think what it will be is like, it's just a slow road until you get enough of a percentage where not in every state, but in my state, it's going to have to take a lot of percentage of the people to get vaccinated before they're going to open up. They're going to be at like 12 to 25% until you get like 80 to 90% vaccinated. There'll be a lot of bitching and moaning about it, but if you want to open up faster, just get vaccinated. Had my first vaccine Monday at the local VA. That's where my dad got his. He got his at the VA. Long time ago. He was one of the first people I ever heard get vaccinated. He got it within a week of it coming out because he's 87 and goes to the VA. The computer listed you as 96. You'll take it? Exactly. Just shoot me up with all of them. I hope they're having a... See you, Peter. Thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, it sounds about right, BC Rich. I think you need about 80%. I don't know, Simon. I don't know which one it is. I would prefer the Pfizer one, but I don't think it will be because that's the harder one to distribute because of its cold requirements. So I'm not sure. I want whatever's in the 90th percentile. Don't be shortchanging me with your 70, 75 percenters. Ed says he got sick the day after the second dose. That's pretty common. My mother got sick after the second dose. Bobby said he didn't feel well after the second dose, a little under the weather. Not with the flu, but not 100%, definitely a little run down and, But it wears off from what I can tell. I don't think anyone had anything long term. It was all just like a few days. You getting the Moderna? I think that's in the 90th percentile too, right? Both Pfizer and Moderna are both in the 90th percentiles, like 94, 95%, something like that. And then I think it's the Johnson & Johnson and maybe is it the AstraZeneca that's like a little lower. Yeah, the Pfizer Trem system. The Gibson vaccine. You should vaccine authentic. Oh, yeah. Although that's probably, I think he did it in D. And that's just C and D. That sounds in tune. But you add... That's out. There it is. The A. My A was a little flat. That's such a Vi riff right there. It's like it's a little late. Michael says his was Pfizer, one of the Lawrence General sites. Nice. Exactly. 70% of the time, it works 100% of the time. Not going to take it until it's clear that there's no side effects. Well, you got to remember it's not a drug. It's a vaccine. You'd get side effects pretty quickly because it's not a long-term therapy like a drug. It's not. Don't confuse chemistry with spoofed biology. It is very different. But you got to remember that they've already done 100 million people. So again, by the time it gets to me, the end set, the null on that's pretty big. As someone who took, a lot of statistics courses in college, I think I took 3, and that last one was really tricky. But you realize that the numbers don't lie. They just don't. So once it gets to a certain number, like there's an old saying, the first man to eat an oyster was a very brave man. Probably pretty hungry. Right? But someone takes a risk. But that period is over. The risk takers have come and gone. Period. First time new subscriber, Robert Baker mentioned you. He does that. It's where it is gold. Yep. We taught him how to swear when we met Rob. He didn't know how to swear. Didn't know any cuss words, or he wouldn't say them. We got him. He was swearing like a sailor by the end of the night. Get a couple of smoothies in him. If 100 million people start growing tits or something, we know something's wrong. Is that wrong, though? I'm just throwing that out there. It's not the worst thing that could happen. I tell you, Seymour Duncan pickups, man. Sound good. I tell you this, if you had a vaccine that would grow your boobs, you would get a 50% instant buy-in in this country. I'm just throwing that out there. 50% instant buy-in. So what's the no-load tone control all about? Never heard of that. Okay, that's a good question. That's a great question. Let me go to no-load control cam. So this right here is your tone control, all right? Looks ordinary. But underneath, inside here, at the very end, and I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it. No, you really can't. But see, you can almost see it there. See that? At the very end, there's a magnet. And the magnet pulls it right there, right in that spot. Right? And then with a little bit of strength, you break it away from the magnet, and it goes back again. When you're not on the magnet, it's a tone pot. Just an ordinary, ordinary tone pot. But when you get it all the way up to the top, and that you click it until you hear that magnet go click right there, it bypasses the circuit. So it doesn't go through the capacitor at all. And it's if you didn't have any tone knob. It's basically a tone knob bypass switch. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So it's a lot brighter until there it is, backed off a little bit. There it is on. Have a good one, Robert. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. All right, so you can see it just gets a little brighter because you completely bypass the brightness. Right, that's all just bypassing that tone. It sounds good. Yeah, it's kind of like a blower switch. Yeah, it kind of is. Not completely, though, because the volume knob still works, right? A blower switch, I think it's almost defined as a direct pickup to output jack connection, right? It's a pretty simple circuit. It doesn't even go through the tone pot. So I know what you're saying. It's like a blower switch, but not exactly like it. But yeah, that's pretty much the idea behind it, like a blower switch, where you just bypass the circuit completely. Tone delete, exactly. Really, yeah. So it's like I would call it a capacitor bypass. Right, because that's basically what you're doing. You're completely bypassing the capacitor. Yeah, same with my tactical. I don't have that on mine either because I just don't even have a tone knob on mine. It's just the volume knob and that's it. They build it like that out of the gate. Like, what do you need a tone knob for? You're playing metal. They got a point. Does it? I don't think it does. No, I'm not feeling a push-pull. No, I don't think I'm feeling a split. It probably splits it at, like... So there's the humbucker. That's probably a split. Because I'm in position 2, so it's like... one out of the humbucker in the middle position, and then the totally overlooked middle pickup. Position 4. So this is the middle single coil and one of the coils on the neck. And then the neck. Just right. Yeah, no, it doesn't. No, I'm not feeling. I don't want to break it, but I'm not feeling it. I think Bobby mentioned earlier it didn't do that. How far are you from the Rossi Square, Steve? That's a good question. Probably 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. You know. You start heading out Washington Street. What do you got? You got your Poplar Street? You got your Canterbury Street? Charvel was my first real guitars. I had 5. Yeah, see, that's my love for Ibanez. It's like my first real nice guitar was an Ibanez, and so you wind up usually having an affinity for the brand. When it's your first nice guitar, you have to say nice guitar, because we almost always don't have an affinity for the first brand we start on, because it's usually, not all the time, but most of the time, more than 50% of the time it feels, it's usually a kind of a crappy brand or a maker. You know, back in my day, it would be like Hondo or like Harmony. Really, really Hondo. From Randolph, Mass, probably about 20 minutes, because I could take the highway. That's just down 95. Sounds like I've been playing. I tell you, the neck on this is really comfy. I have not been playing a ton this week. Not as much as I would have liked. Just a ton of yard projects to get done. I got this fence out here. It's falling down so hard. I just gotta finally cut it up and burn it and put a new fence in. It's time. Harmony, Court, Lotus, yeah. Yeah, the Charvet. Oh, yeah, I remember the Charvet. God, those are bad. Hey, what's up, Star Guitar Works? Coot says his first guitar was a Northern Strat with a maple leaf fret markers. Oh, my God. Will I ever buy a Jackson? I tried to buy a Jackson recently. Now, granted, the Jackson looked almost exactly like this. It was the Adrian Smith model, but the guy had put brand new Seymour Duncan pickups in it. It looked good. I was like, wow, that looks good. He put a zebra in the neck. You know, I gotta say, it was a good looking guitar, but it was coming up. In other words, I could click on it and it would show up. But when I added it to the cart, it said that item had to be removed because it was no longer, available for purchase. So there's a whole bunch of stages. So sometimes you can put the guitar in the cart and go to checkout, and it's when you finally get to checkout it says you can't buy this, it's already sold. Sometimes it tells you when you put it in the cart, but it doesn't tell you on the page, and sometimes you can't even get to the page. So there's like 3 levels of just getting the smackdown from Guitar Center Used. Oh my God, they had a Les Paul Jr. on there, like leftover stock. You could tell it was gorgeous. Single pickup, you know the guitar. It's a pretty simple guitar, but it was $4.99 with a bag. $4.99. It's gonna be hard to get Gibsons for $4.99 for I think a little bit. Prices right now, stock is low and prices are high. I think it's going to take a little bit. What will happen is the pandemic will blow over. People will find hobbies that are outside of being at home, and there'll be probably a little bit of a glut on the market of guitars because sales are so high right now. It'll burn out. They always do. Like anything, it's an ebb and a flow, right? It's on the upsweep, it's on the downsweep, and back and forth. So, but right now, it's going gangbusters. I would say that Guitar Center Used has had the lowest stock I have ever seen. Even in when the pandemic was like really had all those stores closed, it's still higher than it was then. I mean, it's still higher than it is now. Right now, it's at the lowest it's ever been. About 17,000 items it got down to. They would normally stock about 52,000 items. And through the pandemic, they finally got down to under 30,000 items. And then it's been going between, say, at an all-time low of like around 22,000. And then it shot back up to like 25, 26, 27, 28,000 items at any one time as they brought more stuff in. Well, now if you go on there, it's back down to 19,000 items. Probably because they're not buying as much, but, because they're going through the bankruptcy, but maybe they're just being more selective, but their stock is way down, way down. Ronnie says his first guitar is a $25 one pickup Tiesco. There, Leachmare's. Yeah, Leachmare had Ibanez on the shelf for a little while, but I think someone might have even tried to send, to put Fender on the shelf there. And they got shut down. I might know somebody who was bootlegging Fenders, throwing them on the shelf at Leachmare in like could have been the 60s, but I want to say it might have been the early 70s. Probably late 60s, early 70s. And Fender had a conniption. That was the end of that. You got to remember that Fender wouldn't allow catalog sales. They kept it very much like car dealerships. You got territories. It was a very crazy business, and that's all blown up with the internet. Fender finally couldn't ignore it anymore. So Tampa Terry says he's bought more guitars during the pandemic than he did before. I agree with Christian. There'll be tons of used. It always happens. You get smitten about a guitar, you buy it, you have it for a while, you fall out of love with it, and then you decide you want a different guitar, or you just rather have the money. Maybe you're looking at a new, I don't know, something for your car, So whatever other hobby you're into. I can sell a few of these and buy a couple of those. Leachmare, I know. Alamo amps? I don't remember them. I remember going to Leachmare's and buying, picking up, saying, I think we had a fishing rod, picking up an ugly stick for like short money, like $20, $22. Couldn't believe it. And, a nice reel. Steve, what's your opinion on Chapman guitars? I've played a few, and they've always been very good. I haven't had any problems with the ones I've ever played. They've all been what I would say nice, competent, certainly nothing I could say, well, that's a little rough there, this is a little rough there. They've all been pretty good. But I haven't played a ton. They sent me one to check out, which I had here for maybe 3 or 4 months. Sent it back. And I've tried them at a bunch of different places. And I've tried so many at the NAMM show. I kind of like when they were doing that LP. That was a heavy guitar. That was kind of a nice guitar. Their single cut. Look kind of like, I'm trying to think of, probably like ESPs or maybe Schecter's single cut. Kind of like that carved out lower bout, right? They scoop it. Do you think ESP LTDs are great guitars? I haven't played enough of them, but everybody, they get such good reviews. I mean, again, statistically speaking, just roll with the stats on that. They seem to get a lot of love out there. So I just think that it's for a reason, and they seem to have a big following. I don't think I've ever owned one, though. I'm thinking, have I ever owned an LTT? I don't think I have. Let's see, what do you think about Black Star amps? The ones I've played, I've liked. They get a whole bunch of crap on the internet for some reason. They've sort of become the Nickelback of amps. But maybe that's line 6. Okay, maybe Nickelback was too much. I take that back, Black Star. I'm sorry. Buzz, thanks, buddy. Sumatra Fund, thanks. Yeah, you know what? I had to make an emergency Costco run the other day. Good thing you brought that up. My wife made coffee in the morning, and I went down, and she made a pot of coffee. And I was like, oh, I didn't even smell it. I didn't even notice she made coffee. That should have been my first clue right there. All right? It's a first clue. So I pour a cup, and I'm sipping it. I'm like, did I contract coronavirus? Because this is like terrible, weak. This tastes like Dunkin' Donuts, for Christ's sakes. What the hell is this crap? You know, and it was, I checked it out, and it was a medium roast. How dare you? How dare you? So she's like, that's all we have. We blew through the other beans. All we have is the medium roast. So, you know, we were in a bean emergency, and I hopped right in the car and ran straight down to Costco and picked up a few bags of the Starbucks Ultra Black Hole beans, and light can't escape its surface, and came home and literally threw away probably 80% of that pot of coffee. I'm like, nobody's drinking this, and whipped up a fresh batch of my Starbucks. Hey, I don't know. I like flavored coffee. That's my only thing. You know, could we make it taste like coffee? Thank you. There I was, drinking a medium roast. I was like, how dare you? Yeah, I know. See, Fluff likes, see, Heavy Rhythm says he likes a medium roast. But to each their own. You see, Fluff the same way. He's like, I don't like the dark roast. It's too bitter. I'm like, too bitter? That's the flavor. What do you think coffee is? It's bitter oil. It's bitter black oil. That's the flavor. What's it? Yeah, I like the Pike Place too. No, it's pumpkin spice, please. I don't know. You know, fuck off up at the Model Village with that shit. Pumpkin spice, please. No. I don't want your hazelnut shit. I don't want your pumpkin spice chai latte crap. I want roasted roasted dark bean coffee that the second you if you drank it black, the second you took a sip, you would get like instant dry mouth. That's how just like a punch in the tongue. Yeah, coffee flavored coffee. Of course. You don't think I know that routine from Dennis Leary? Coffee flavored coffee. Of course. I take it straight black. I like it. I like a little Splenda and a little half and half. That's what I do. I do the Splenda. I used to drink it lighter, but I've been drinking it darker and darker. And I used to drink it sweeter, and I've been drinking it with less and less Splenda. See you, Bobby. Have a good one, buddy. People who put a little coffee in their mug of cream. Well, what we used to say is, my friend used to go, be like, what the hell are you doing over there? He'd look at me and very seriously go, I like coffee ice cream, not coffee. I'd be like, oh, touche. I'm going to drink coffee so late. I don't drink coffee much. The latest I will drink, and this is a true story, this is absolutely true, I will drink coffee up until my cutoff time for coffee before going to sleep is 12:30 a.m., which is about 90 minutes before I retire for the night. I usually go to bed about 2 o'clock every night. So my last cup, even if I really want it, unless I'm on a Skype call, then I might go later. I have had a cup at like 2 a.m., but that's because I was on an international Skype call that was going on like 5 a.m., you know. Oh, my God, Landon. He's, you know, you're making a good point there. Let's go to the, let's just take a look. I mean, we're not going to do anything. We're just looking. I'm just looking. Calm down. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that thing. There's a good-looking guitar. Cream binding. Gold top. Aged. Selector. Switch. Nice knobs. It's I say it looks good. So the other one's a Heritage. Nah. Or the tobacco. Nah. Now the other thing I could do, if I was so inclined, I really want gold top though. I kind of want gold top. But let's say I wasn't going to do gold top. Let's say I was going to do an alter. Then you got to go. Is this bourbon burst or iced tea? This might be bourbon. No, it's iced tea. That's the bourbon burst, which I think is darker, right? Right, a little bit more of a black at the edge, and the iced tea is a little bit more of a red at the edge, right? It's a little more reddish, right? Reddish there, and I want to say red to black or more of a brown. It's hard to see. That looks more like iced tea to me, but they're calling it bourbon burst, and then unburst, which yeah, I think I like these other ones better. And then of course you'd get the you get the silver domes, which is always nice. Can't go wrong with the silver domes. I don't know. It's like as much as I like that, you know, I think I'm still just going straight up gold top. I've always wanted a gold top. What's holding me back, and let's just talk about this. People out there who know can give me their opinion on it. The only thing that worries me about this is that I might consider the 50s neck too chunky. You know, my other LP is say it's the slim taper. I'm pretty sure that this here is also the slim taper, the Epiphone. So I'm not really used to the thicker neck. And I am worried I'm going to get this and be like, oh, I don't care for the neck, you know. I think the neck might be just a little too meaty for my style of playing. But I don't know. Now, this has nothing to do with we already bought the PRS. The PRS has been purchased. if you missed that, there's a series of videos on it. But the SG is still in play. This is just a holder. This is just a little holder guitar until the SG gets here, right? Until we get the SG. But the SG, I have to wait for production. Where this one, I could just do it. The only reason why I'm looking at this particular one is because I have a line on one for about $600 off of retail. It's pretty much brand new, but it's last year's stock, and instead of $24.99, it's around $1,900. Instead of $2,500, it's like $600 off. So then I'm saying to myself, do I really want to go 50s neck, or am I just going to be? It's going to have that one flaw that I'm never going to be happy with, right? And just get the 60s neck, and it won't be the gold top, or, and this is possible, hold out and see if you can find a Les Paul traditional, right, from a prior year, like an older one, which might have a more like a 60s, but I don't know. Is the traditional a chunky neck? Is that a big, thick 50s style neck? Or is the traditional more like I don't know, even a nondescript neck, like in between the 50s and the 60s? I don't even really know. I don't know that much about Gibson. I'm going to be on. You've seen Dweezil zap his guitar with microtonal frets. No, but so many people have tried microtonal over the years. It's a fickle beast. Ron says he's got the 60s. Loves the neck. Yeah, see, I'm not crazy about that. I don't want to do the P90. I definitely want to go. Humbucker. That I know. What, that I traded the Select Strat? The Select Strat I traded for I still have it. And it's very different. Again, the one I'm looking at is very different from the one I have. It's a 2011, could be a 2010. I want to say it's a 2011. Les Paul Premium Plus, right? So it's got like the special flame top on it. And it's got humbuckers. And I want to say that comes with the quote-unquote slim taper neck, right? The Gibson slim taper. So in many respects, I just think that the 50s, especially a new one, because the one I'm looking at is the 2020, I don't think they're weight relieved for 2020. I think that's when they got rid of the modern weight relief. But I'm not that good on Gibson. What's up, Blackjack? Did I still pay $13,000? That was for the double neck. We could shoot for the moon and go for the double neck, but I'm just going to say it looks very heavy. Would you get a new PRS SE Custom 2048 or save up for a new PRS CE 24? I'd save up for the CE 24. I really like the pickups in the CE 24. And I don't think they use the same one. They might be designed by PRS, to like PRS's spec, but those actual PRS pickups in the CE, they're really nice. I really like the sound of them. They're so crisp. Really good. Go for the quad neck. What's up, Austin G? Yeah, it's something green. I swear to God, you can still smell the paint. It's pretty new. Let's go to Slime Cam. And then it has the, let me go here. Got the real thin neck on it. The quote unquote speed neck. No, they're not weight relieved. Yeah, I think once they got to 2020, they got rid of the whole weight relief thing. That was the end of that. I'm sure they had a checklist. What do people hate? Right? And what was at the top of the list? What was at the top of the list? Yeah, robotunas. Like, let's write a list of everything people hate. They're like, okay, what robotunas? Okay, all right. Next. And weight relief was probably on that list because it's not traditional and people like traditional. I will say this, though. I really like I got that Vola hair. I just restrung it the other night with the new paradigms. I love that Vola. And it's weight relieved. And the reason why I like it over last year's is because it is a little bit easier to hold for an extended period of time, being instead of an 8.5 pound guitar, it's a 6.5 pound guitar. What's up, Brico? In 80-degree Arizona. We're finally getting into the 60s around here. Yeah, the CE24, they are great guitars. They're really good. A Tim Shaw PAF, huh? I wonder if I have that in my Select Strat. I don't think so. I want to say it's the... They call it the V-Twin. Does it have fret sprout? This one does have a little fret sprout. Not all the way on the neck, not down here. But up here in the higher area, I can feel it a little bit. But right now, it's super dry around here. Relative humidity is in the single digits. That's pretty dry. That's going to change soon. Give it 4 weeks, and it's going to be a lot more moist around here. I think people hated the Robotunas for a bunch of reasons. One, they're not traditional. 2, they weren't very reliable. And 3, they could sometimes be unpredictable. Like literally accidentally retuning your guitar to another tuning in the middle of a performance. I don't know how accurate those are. I've never owned Robotuners, but I've heard stories where people said that they had unpredictable and undesirable results sometimes. Whether it's true or not, people believed it. Hey, look, it's in the blues, dude. Check out this. I got a blues guitar for you right here. Check that out. Look at that. Huh? I'm just going to say, I think it would look pretty good on you. You'd be in the greens. You could change the channel name. The 50s neck is great. Yeah? You like the 50s neck, Shane? I've been debating it. I tend to like smaller necks, but I make exceptions. Like the Volers are a little bit larger neck than my standard stuff. Especially like those Blazes I have. That's definitely a chunkier neck. Without a doubt. Four-leaf clover. I'm looking over a 3-leaf clover that I overlooked B3. hard to restring. See, I've never owned them. I've heard a bunch of complaints about them, though. The good thing is that they can't hurt us anymore. We're safe now. Cacao. Middle of the soul, and all of a sudden the whole thing changes. Yeah. And right, if they weren't charged, it would lock up, and you couldn't even turn the knob. Yeah. So I think, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, because of the way they were put in, you could take them out and de-robify your guitar, and it wouldn't have a bunch of, extra drilled holes in the back. Am I correct on that? You could switch out the assembly for like real tuners, and it wouldn't look like a big mess back there like you swapped it out. It would look like a pretty clean. I think I'm right on that, but again, I've never done it, but I think that was the rumor. Like, just take it out, and there was a way you could do it. The way they installed it, you could replace them, but maybe I'm wrong on that without leaving extra holes back there. Oh, thanks, Vincent. Much appreciated, man. Where can you buy this green guitar? I don't know who has it in stock. Who has it in stock? Hold on. Find a dealer. Try AMS. Do they have it? I'm not seeing the green one. Oh, yeah, there it is. But is it in stock? No, notify me. So it must be more coming soon. Well, it's coming soon, though. It's expected March 25th. Oh, they got them. Who else? Zounds. Does Zounds have it in stock? I go look here. Ugh. There's the blue. That's the blue one. I wonder if that's the listing. Nope, there it is. It's here on back order. Get it by April 9th. Interesting. So even they think they're going to be getting it in soon. Does anyone have it in stock? Let's check Sweetwater. Does anybody? We're looking for it to be in stock. In stock. That's the correct answer is in stock. Let's look. Come on, there it is. And we're clicking. Come on, big money, big money, big money. Hot new item on the way. Pre-order now. They're showing it as a pre-order. What about the Robin's Egg Blue? Yeah, still they're showing it as a pre-order. So they don't even have it yet. I don't know where Bobby got his. I think he goes to, it might be the Music Zoo. Is that where he got his? In stock. This item ships immediately. That's where he got his. He got it at the Music Zoo. It's the new Zoo Review coming right at you. Doug was such a tool in that show. Anyway, there you go. If you are interested, the correct answer is the Music Zoo. Yeah, Music Zoo in Cali. Green Meanie says he got his at American Musical. Looks like he got in the first run because they seem to be sold out. Sweetwater says in stock too? Yeah. They were showing me pre-order. Can I add it to my cart, or are they going to add it to my cart and then they'll say, we'll charge your card when it ships? Are they showing it in stock? No, see, they're showing a pre-order. Well, I'm getting pre-ordered. At Sweetwater, I'm getting pre-ordered. Oh, wait, hold on. You can't see what I see. I'm getting Sweetwatered. I'm getting pre-ordered. right? Sweetwater, pre-order now. Notify me when in stock. Hot item on the way. But I think, what were they showing for a ship date? I don't think they were. One of them was showing like it was going to be in stock in like 5 days. It's not like you're going to be waiting a particularly long time. How about Guitar Center? They're like, this is all of our stock. Everything, including used guitars. There it is. Yeah, see, they're showing a pre-order too. Pre-order. It's an old-fashioned pre-order. Yeah. Who else? Well, if it's a musician, NYC? Anybody here? No. Capital Guitars. Right there. Oh, it says add to cart. It says in stock. So, Capital Guitars. Capital Guitars, and what was the other one that had it? Music Zoo. Oh, we'll do it for my Canadian friends. Let's check Long and McQuaid. Oh, that's a Canadian price right there, though. Oh, I do not like that, no. And it is in stock. Ships in 1 to 3 days. I don't know who Primax is. I'm not seeing it. And I'm not seeing another page. So apparently nothing there. All right. There you go. There are your Green Meanie in stock. Sweetwater told you it was in stock. Well, Sweetwater says a lot of things. Actually, if you have a rep at Sweetwater, they may have it for you, right? The analogy is if you build up a relationship with like a parking garage and you show up and it says, lot full, very often the attendant would see my car and go, not for you. They'd move it out of the way so we saved you a spot. I'm like, oh, thanks, buddy. So if you have a rep there, they might be showing that for, the plebes that go online. But if you have a rep that you have a relationship with, they might say, oh, no, we have some in stock we can send you. That's not that uncommon, actually, right? People with relationships will get like that very first round. They'll call up and say, listen, I want that guitar. They talk to their rep as soon as it's announced. And they say, how are you getting me this guitar? Are we still itching for an SG? Absolutely. Oh no, the SG gear acquisition syndrome has not subsided. You got to remember, this isn't my guitar. This is Bobby's guitar. Andrew Bonica, hey, what's up, buddy? Says online is pretty true to their inventory. Yeah, they have a good tie-in with their inventory system. I believe it. So then you are in trouble. Then you might want to, if they can't ship it to you, and you don't want to wait, then they can't give you a firm date. Cancel it. I mean, there was at least 2 or 3 other stores that had it in stock, ready to ship. Ready to take your sweet, sweet government cheese money. Cheese money. Cheese money. Yeah, it's not that crazy, Blackjack, for them to, if you have a rep, and if the rep is telling you, listen, I got you one, then they might have you one. You know, who knows? It's not Teresa, is it? Because she's a liar. See you, Austin. Thanks for hanging out. I think it sounds good. Seeing a lot of side chats going on here. So what do you think about using this mic? Has it been a good thing, or should I go back to the condenser? I could go back to the condenser. I think it picks up my voice a little better. I don't teach guitar, but I've been working on coming up with like a 20 cool riffs kind of package, or maybe a basics of something. There actually has been some work on that. I do like the Jackson Soloist. That's a great guitar. One of my favorites out there. If I played the 87 series from LTD, I have not, though. That one looks intriguing too. The 87, right? That just came out, right? Isn't that new for this year? Yeah, the mic gives the radio show host vibe. Mike sounds good. Mike sounds great. You think that? So Clockwork thinks the Lav is much better sounding. Okay. I don't use the bar as much as I used to. It depends. I usually find they're a little low. I feel like it should be up a little higher, you know? I can move my head without the level dropping with the lapel. Right. It's more consistent. Because it moves with me. Understood, yeah. No, definitely can't use wireless. Oh, thanks, Vic. Yeah, I'm trying to come up with something for that. Slime green reminds me of the Ghostbusters slime green. That's probably where they stole it from. Right? Either that or I swear to God I can smell the paint. I can smell the paint on this. That's fresh. Like the polish. You know what I'm saying? That is fresh. Yeah, it is. It's like a what's the other one? Nickelodeon. Kind of like a Nickelodeon slime green. Yeah, well, not a boom mic, yeah, like a shotgun mic. But even a shotgun is going to pick up the guitar, you know, a lot more. Do I play any other instruments? A little bit of keyboard. That's about it. Finger drumming. Yeah, maybe it is a little turtle wax on it. Luigi green. Good call. Good call on Luigi. Nice. Yeah. Celtic green. Yeah, I don't know much about Fiverr. I can look into it. Did I go to Berkeley? I did, but only for one semester. I majored in guitar performance. A boom mic with a soft knee gate, yeah. But you can hear the picking when I play now. You can hear that coming through a little bit. Yeah, mimeograph paper spells divine. Don't get me going on mimeographs. Damn. Yeah, I think that the lav mic is definitely a little bit more, because it's up and away from the guitar and it's pointing away. So it might be better. It might be a little bit more focused. Yeah, the volume knob out of the way. It's not right next to the pickup. It's a little bit down. The only thing is, it's a little close to this, but it's workable. It's workable. Yeah, Kermit green. Now you're talking. St. Patty's green. Absolutely. Toxic waste green. Toxic Avenger green. 50 Shades of Green. There you go. So I hate playing through headphones. You know what? I'm so used to it now. You know, I like playing through headphones. Yeah, Joker green. There you go. You like gold top? I like gold top. My Pats are going down, maybe, but not to the Dolphins, bro. They've actually been making some moves this year. We'll see what happens. I would say that we're going to have a worse chance if we have Cam for the whole season. Let's see if they can pull another quarterback in. But they brought in a whole bunch of new offense players that look great. The offensive line is looking tight. Just call it Loch Ness Green. Yeah. Jesus, poor Vi. Yeah, we'll call it. Imagine if they called it Loch Ness Green, Vi would be having a conniption. Like I said, it's the signature guitar with no royalties. Yeah, right. Chroma key it out in a video. Really? Yeah, Squish the Fish. It was. It was a mammal, but no one cared. And we did squish the fish, but then we were buried by the bears. Gangrene. Right, what was their big hit? Too Drunk to Fuck? Remember that band, Gangrene? The Hemi Super B. Yeah, it kind of is like Jell-O a little bit. I think Jell-O might be a little darker, though. Suppose it depends on the dish you put it in. Yeah, Alcohol. Yeah, Too Drunk to Fucking Alcohol. Those were the two songs. Oh, 80s bands. That was the other one, Alcohol. Alcohol was a great song, actually. This one isn't in the patch bank I have out there. And I don't know if I'll put this in the patch bank because I don't think all the elements are available. The one thing I do with the patch bank is I try to make it so that all the elements are available if you just buy it. But I think this has like an extra side thing. So there's a chance that you won't be able to even run it because it'll tell you you lack the components to run it. Yeah, pretty much a Vi Green Meanie without stickers, yeah. Thoughts on all gems being made in Indonesia now, only Pias are MIJ. It's a weird thing with Ibanez because one of their lower cost models, the Genesis reissue, they had all MIJ, and those were like $9.99. Those were not a very expensive guitar. So it's kind of weird what they pick and choose to go MIJ, and I think they're thinking that for the signature stuff, it's only going to be the top tier, and then they're going to try and make more affordable versions, right? Because they probably think the Gem has sort of run its course. All right, the P is the new thing to replace it, and if you want a Gem, they're going to move it off to the Indonesian maker instead of MIJ. But here's the thing: those Indonesian makers are pretty good. That's who made the couple of those Harley Bentons, right? So, like, I've noticed that Harley Benton has really moved away on their high-end stuff. They've moved away from China to Indonesia, and the quality shows. It's really, really nice. So I just think that Indonesia, I don't know what factory, I'm sure there's half dozen factories, but they seem to be pumping out the quality lately. Oh, thanks, Neil. Thoughts on John Sykes? Amazing player. Killer. One of the first, I'd say, true sort of shredders out there. One of the earlier shred guys. What I always, and I don't know what the thing, I guess it was a personality thing, but I was always bummed out that John Sykes was always on the records. He always played on the Whitesnake record, but then they'd never go out on tour. So for whatever reason, maybe he was fine to go in the studio and cut his tracks, but when it came to the day-to-day hanging out with him, maybe he and I forget the guy's name, but the guy from Whitesnake. That guy? The Whitesnake guy? Maybe they didn't get along. I don't know, but it didn't seem that he would make the tour. Yeah, Sykes was dropped from the band before they toured. So it's like he seemed to be in on the on the records he was recording, and I think his solo in Still of the Night is like one of the greatest metal solos of the 80s. That whole record, I mean, he just sounds so good. But when it came time to tour, he just didn't seem to make the tour for some reason. So maybe it's a personality thing. I don't know. Yeah, David Coverdale. I do have the Chinese stuff. Someone asked me earlier. Yeah. It's right there. It's several, 6 feet away from me. RG 550 LTD. Yeah, that was almost like a mini Gem, right? The LTD version. Did I do a lot of playing at bars? No. Not really. Probably a dozen times, if that. Which I think qualifies as very little. You got one coming, right, Green Meanie? Is it coming in like this week? Sun is setting in Seattle. We lost our sun quite a while ago. Monday, nice. Nice. See you, Bill. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to go about another 20 minutes. I'm calling it a night. Ooh, I got a little coffee left. Yeah, I'm going to do a little, hold on. Do a little soundproofing down here. So the joists up here are kind of open, and the sound transfer is just insane. So I tried to block it with a little bit of rock wool, right? That seems to be a thing. It kind of does work, and it kind of doesn't work. So I got a little bit more rock wool to fill in these joists here. But on the bottom, I picked up some mass-loaded vinyl, which is really heavy. It's like a roll, a 25-foot roll weighs about 100 pounds. So I should be able to cut that into strips and and be able to mount, tack it up. And then on the other side of it, like underneath it, so put the mass-loaded vinyl up first to the joists, and then the boards after so it will really go the rock wool, the mass-loaded vinyl, and then like some sort of probably half-inch or 5/8 wood or rock, sheetrock. I'm hoping to block off the sound up here because I can tell you it's annoying. And the other problem is I have a lot of pipes up here, so it's a little hard to get a clean shot, which is why I have to do it in strips. But I'm hoping that if I do this, it will really deaden the noise down here. Couldn't get any worse. It's pretty much wide open. It's been better since I put this curtain up here because it blocks the sound of the furnace. That has been really huge. But I still get the staircase and I still get the kitchen from this direction. Something terrible. And that's what I really need to work on. No, Deja Blue says he thinks his clavicle doesn't stick out as much as his right, especially under his throat, thinking of the guitar strap. I don't think I've noticed that. I could see how that, I know what you're saying, like 30 years of doing that would do that, but I'd have that checked out. It's not a tumor. But I want to have that checked out, make sure you're all right. Yeah, I lived under someone in an apartment. It was a nightmare. Never again. Yeah. I had a friend like that. He goes, because if I don't get the top floor, I won't rent the space. He goes, I can't have anybody above me. He goes, just make me mental. And yeah, it really does make a difference. Do I have a strap on every guitar I swap? I have a half dozen. Handy dandy grabber. I use a lot like this. You know, it's just a straight up leather, but it's wide. Right, so it disperses over your shoulder. This is actually a little narrow compared to this. I just think the width makes a difference. The wider it is, the better it is, because it disperses that weight across a larger area. You're not going to get a huge disbursement front to back. It's really side to side. Ron, yeah, you've done. Well, to really do it right, you're supposed to, like, put up a sheet of plastic. You know, put up either fiberglass or rock wool. Put up another sheet of plastic, right? Almost like 2 vapor barriers. And then, like, a sheet of mass-loaded vinyl. And then, like, overlapping 5/8 sheetrock. And then, like if you're doing, like, a home theater, then you do those, like, raised channels. You ever see that? And it has almost like a rubber or a vinyl backing, right? So it's like vinyl on vinyl. So there's, right, it's really absorbing. And then that just puffs out that next wall like so many inches, so there's very little contact. It's a pretty good system, but man, it gets expensive. You know, I ain't got that kind of money. And I don't have that kind of height either. This is only a 6-foot ceiling, and I'm 6 feet tall. This ceiling is like, it's like 6'2", 6'3". That's Krellbar. He's been down here. It's a pretty low ceiling. I really don't want to drop it down all that much. So I'm not going to channel it. I'm just, you know, and it couldn't be any worse than it is right now. It is really bad. Get the clip locks in 3-inch. Yeah, this is Bobby's. He does all these. He pretty much does these on all his guitars, these DiMarzio. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the new shallow strap lock design. I'll take a look. Looking to quiet rock, but how heavy is it? Yeah, the RC channel and then soundboard drywall. Yeah, the blue. Yeah, exactly, Krellbar. My head. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not gonna get that. Not gonna get that crazy about it. What I did get though is some of the acoustic caulk to fill in these seams up here. I think that just filling the seams in will go a long way to getting, you know, some of that noise out. But it's really been annoying, and I can't even do really a huge section because I have so much physical plant up here. 2 gas lines and a water line. Yeah. And that gas line is protruding down. It's got a little clean out down at the bottom for right over here. It's annoying. Are Mexi Strats any good? Yeah, sure. No, I haven't got the neck for the Frankie yet. That project is still going on. I should check with them, but I don't want to push them too hard. I know they're really busy right now trying to get stock out. Yeah, the denim insulation. The problem with denim insulation is it's highly flammable. The thing I like about the rock wool is that it's got a really high. Its melting point is in it's like 2,000 degrees or something. It's quite flame retardant, because it's made out of rocks, which aren't known to be particularly flammable. So I like the rock wool. It actually acts as a little bit of a. It can be. I think it qualifies as a fire stop, right? So I don't mind the rock wool. And I just bought 8 more bats. But it's not enough. The rock wool is not enough. I got to get the Rockwell in there, and then I've got to put up the MLV, the mass loaded vinyl, and then a final layer. And that's going to have to be it, because I don't think I can do much more than that. Yeah, it's not asbestos. It's Rockwell. I agree. Stay away from asbestos. Though I am sure I was around asbestos because we used to work at the garage. You do brakes. What the hell is a brake liner made out of? Asbestos. And I am sure we had asbestos in our schools when I was a kid. I mean, my God, I grew up in the 70s. Black Chick says he insulated his entire basement with Rockwell, fireproof and acoustic safe. Yeah. It does have some benefits. The one downside, I thought about using it in the garage, but people said don't, because, well, we are more climate controlled in here. They say Rockwell holds moisture more. You have a mold issue in the garage. They're like, we're in the basement. Because I don't have it on the walls, I have it upstairs. I have it in the ceiling. They're like, mold is unlikely. And we're climate controlled. You know, we have dehumidifiers and, central air. So I think the Rockwell for down here is great. I think in the garage, so I'm just going to do straight up fiberglass. Yeah, right, James? Asbestos was everywhere in the 70s. Yeah, I picked the bad side of the house to set up the studio because there's a lot of physical plant running through here. Just above my head, I have an electrical box, 2 gas lines, a water line. What looks to be like, if I had to guess, I'd say that's a hammer valve, right? So that you're, what are they, right? It just goes up and over. I think that's like a little pressurized hammer valve, right? So that you don't get the clunks from here. And then 2 Cat 6 wires, the to and fro from my condenser. So I got to make sure we can get to that. That's the so whatever I put up, I'm going to have to use screws so we can take it down and get to that if we have to. But I have the refrigerant lines. Those run above me, too. They're right there. And the condenser is right out here. And when that's running in the summer, man, you can hear it. So I think just acoustically treating that will make a huge difference. Getting rid of that from up here. It's like a friend of mine was down here like about maybe a year ago, like right before the pandemic. He's like, this is the noisiest studio I've ever been in. I'm like, right? He's like, damn, dude, how do you do it? I'm like, with a tear. Wow, weight's not too bad. It's not light, though. That's probably 7 pounds, 7.5 pounds, I got to think. I wouldn't call it heavy. It's not nearly as heavy as the old Vola. Yeah, it's probably halfway between the new Vola, which is around 6.5 pounds, and the old one, which is 8.5 pounds. And this is probably like 7.5, if I had to guess. see. Cool. The only guitar I have is in MIM 2002 Strat and Blue Agave. That's a great color. For $300, glad you approve. Yeah, no. Those MIMs don't mark with those MIM Strats. In fact, I'm trying to think. Yeah, my classic 70s Strat is a 2002. And I want to say my classic, that's MIM, and my classic 60s is in the attic, and that was a 2006. That's a great guitar, too. Feel like I'm out. See you, Blackjack. Time to add a room in the back of the house. You know, our lots around here are really small. I don't think we could get the permission to do it. We would most likely just move and get a bigger house. We actually just refied for friggin' like 2.375. It's stunning. Stunningly low interest rate. Well, Craigslist, Kenneth says, is it me or Craigslist not what it used to be? People don't want people in their house right now. So I would say stock is down on Craigslist quite a bit. Stock is way down on Guitar Center used, without a doubt. I've been following Guitar Center used for 10 years, and I've never seen the stock this low ever. So people are hoarding guitars. They're holding on. They're not getting rid of them. That will probably change in 12 to 24 months. So hold on to your butts. PDX, what's up, buddy? Yeah, check it out, bud. You need one of these. Just saying. I'm saying it would look good on you, kid. Make you look kind of sophisticated. The guitar neck is great. It's a small neck. It's what they call the speed neck. It's a little flatter on the back, and it's a thin front to back. It's nice. This is one of my, and it's soft for a non-roasted neck. It's one of the softer feeling necks. It's softer than my Charvel, without a doubt, and it's softer than those EVHs. So I don't know what the treatment they're doing this year, but man, it's got it really does feel like my Vola or my Harley Benton, both of which have a roasted maple neck, and that roasted maple is very, very soft to the touch. This is the first non-roasted neck that feels that way. Three minutes. Oh my God. Never meet any questionable characters during Craigslist? No, I worked on a guy's guitar, though, one time, and he was telling me how he went over a dude's house and spent 20 minutes trying out a guitar, and the dude was like, so what are you going to take it? And he was like, I'm still checking it out. And the dude's like, I'm not a goddamn store. And I kind of agreed with the guy. I was like, dude, what are you doing going over this guy's house and trying out a guitar for 20? What do you think, you're in a music store? He's like, well, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to get it. I said, don't waste this guy. I'm thinking to myself, what is wrong with you? He's like, yeah, he was really upset with me. I said, so did you buy it? He's like, no, I just wanted to try it out. I'm going, oh, my God. What do you think, I'm a music store? They rub the necks with asbestos. Trade secret. There you go. Dumps 5 of your guitars at Guitar Center. Wow. So they're buying. But see, that guitar probably has to sit there for like 30 or 60 days before they can sell it. So there's like a little wait. I guess it depends on where you are, but I think in my area it's like 60 days. All right, dudes. Well, it is 9 p.m. So I should probably call it a night. And I know, right? Now you're even more worried. He's telling me, he goes, let me ask you something. He goes, I went over a guy's house and I'm trying out a guitar. He goes, maybe I was trying it like 15, 20 minutes, which means it was probably even longer. And he's like, hey, man, so what's up? And he goes, and I was going, I'm thinking to myself, you cannot be serious with this. Talk about a lack of understanding. Crazy. My house is from 1930. So what? 91 years old? How's that for a little quick math? All right, I know. Make sure there's no accidental streams tonight. Jesus. I got to go fix that. There's something wrong. I got to go get a new stream key. That's my problem. I got the streams crossed. And as we all know, that's it would be not good. That would be bad. All right, dudes, I'm gonna run. It's 9:02. Let the people out of. So I think we'll go back to the lab next week. We'll see how that works. We gave this mic a try this week. All right, dudes. No, you rock. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in a week. I should have at least one video coming out this week, maybe two. We'll see. Let's not go nuts. And there you go. There you have it. All right. As always, thanks so much for hanging out. And have a great week. And rock on. No, you rock. All right. Later.